Pow, welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. My name is of course Dan W. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Today is the very last review in this brand new Thor Ragnarok wave of Marvel Legends, and it is the Build-A-Figure Hulk, the Gladiator Hulk, and it is the last comic figure we need to review in this wave. As you can see, it is a version of Thor. It is the 9 Realms Warriors, as it says in the box, but it is basically the unworthy Thor. It's Thor without his hammer. It is Odinson. Thor is apparently a title. Whoever possesses the hammer and the power is a Thor. So obviously without that, he is just Odinson, apparently, but don't quote me. He shares the box art of Ares. There's Ares on the back and the side. Little write-up. As always, we get a list of all the figures. In this wave, we need to complete the Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Odinson. And there he is on the side, as I mentioned. And yeah, the box, he looks quite big in the box. He also comes with a body for the Build-A-Figure Hulk and a nice big axe. So yeah, without further ado, let's open them up and see what we got. Pow, so here is Odinson out of the box, and first impressions is, yeah, it's fine. If you like this version of the character, if you like this incarnation of Thor, then I'm sure you'll like this figure. It seems like an accurate representation from the pictures I've seen. I don't really know much about the storyline from the comics. I think the same time that Lady Thor is wielding the hammer, then obviously this is Odinson without it. So yeah, I'm not too sure where he's going to fit on my display. Probably my least sought after figure from this wave, if I'm honest. But he does come with the Build-A-Figure body for Hulk, so he was a necessary get, and I'm sure Hasbro were aware of that. You can also get a version of this guy in the Thor box set from San Diego Comic-Con, but again, I'm not a massive fan, so I won't be picking that up. Sorry about that. But yeah, I will be reviewing Hulk next. Obviously subscribe, check out my playlist. I've been reviewing all the figures in this wave. Look forward to building Gladiator Hulk from Thor Ragnarok. The only other accessory he comes with is his now axe, as again, he doesn't have his hammer. He is unworthy to wield the hammer, so he has his axe instead. And it just looks like a generic wooden axe, to be fair. I don't know the storyline behind it. I don't know if he gets this as a weapon off someone. I don't know if it has any powers. It just looks like he could chop a lot of wood. So if you need your campfire sorting out, unworthy Odinson can hook you up with that firewood. But yeah, this bout piece is like a separate piece, but it blends in quite well, to be fair. You can't even tell it's a separate piece. They've done that quite cleverly. But he's meant to be like wearing tattier clothes. It looks like he's got elastic bands on his feet. The tattier cape looks like the sort of cape that Hope Summers had, but it is a different cape. The head, a lot of people saying it's just a Sentry head repainted. I don't have a Sentry figure, so I can't compare it. But yeah, articulation. This body mold's been used before, so articulation is in all the right places. So the range of movement is fine. Obviously the cape hinders the head articulation a tiny bit, but you can still get him to move around a little bit more. You can always take the cape off. If you take the head off, the cape will come off, and then there you go. So yeah, that is the figure. Are you a fan? Let me know in the comments. But for the people asking, who is this guy? Let me try and explain the best way I can by asking the question, Odinson, unworthy Thor, where's your hammer and who is he?
This is the part of the video where we ask the question, who is he? And I try and give you a little bit of information on the character that this figure is inspired by. So, Odinson, who is he? Well, Odinson is the original Thor that we all know and love, but no longer has the title of Thor. This is because in Original Sin number 7 in August of 2014, Nick Fury whispered something to Thor which made him unworthy and unable to lift his hammer. Since then, Jane Foster has took on the mantle of Thor, while Odinson lost his arm in a battle to Malekith. He still chooses to do good in the Marvel Universe under the name Odinson. The Unworthy Thor even got his own ongoing series in Unworthy Thor #1 in November of 2016.
So there you go, I hope that helped. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but it is nice to have a little bit of information about the characters that these figures are inspired by. Now, I do not have the comic version Thor to compare Odinson to, but I do have the MCU version that I showed off originally. So yeah, there's your comparison. The MCU version Thor is taller, but they do have their similarities, to be fair, don't they? Red capes, both got a weapon, both blonde. It works. There you go, this comparison works. We have Odin and Odinson. Daddy, son. So yeah, I think this is where my Odinson is going to land in display wise. It'll probably be next to Odin himself. And yeah, these two work in scale really well together. Obviously, Odin is always a little bit more taller, more menacing than Odin's son. But yeah, these two look quite good together, scale together quite well. And here he is compared to the other comic version figures from this wave, as in Jane Foster Thor. That's the reason he's unworthy, because she now wields the hammer, and obviously Ares as well. These three figures do scale great together, to be fair, and they probably will all be quite close to each other on the display shelf. So yeah, looking good, to be fair. And lastly, here he is compared to the rest of the figures in this wave. I have now reviewed every single one of these figures on the table. There will be a playlist on my channel, so go and check out that playlist and check out my reviews and thoughts on all of these figures from this wave. A nice solid mix of MCU figures and comic figures. I think all collectors will be happy. So yeah, final thoughts on Odinson is, yeah, he's fine. If you want an Odinson figure, here's your guy. Happy days. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to reviewing the Hulk Build-A-Figure. I now have all of the pieces I need to review this guy. I will be reviewing this guy next. So subscribe to the channel and I'll be reviewing this guy. But in the meantime, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. What was your favourite figure from the wave? Do you have any surprise hits? Any figures that were good that you didn't think would be good? Any figures worse than you thought they would be? What was your favourite figure? Let me know your opinions about this wave in the comments below. Look out for my Hulk Build-A-Figure review coming next. But until next time, pow.